I'm sorry.
I am on live now, honey. Just so that you know. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 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 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. See if anybody shows up. Gonna ask some questions. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gregopedia, should I do a live reading?
Why not?
And put up my banner. So I got nobody jumping in yet. I think it's weird not to have a tarot cloth anymore. I'm okay with it though. I put a big scratch in my desk when I moved the stand-up desk. Howdy, howdy. Hi, viewers. Comment down below. I'm testing out some new blocking. I rearranged my desk. I'm not going to show you the rest of it because I didn't get everything back to where it needed to be. But I kind of equalized the daytime, nighttime side. I'm like the McDLT here. So I will take requests for the next like 5 minutes if you guys want to request a reading. Otherwise, let me know how this blocking is. How's my blocking looking? I have people dropping off it already. Testing, testing. Review my blocking. Do, 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 do. So we'll do. What should I do a reading on, Greg? Gazelle and Tom?
No, what's that whole, you care about the Adam Levine thing?
Oh, the Adam Levine thing? Yeah.
I don't care.
Hi, guys.
I know it's in the news.
I got people jumping in. Hi, Kat. Hi, Francois. So, listen, I changed my blocking once again. I'm trying to get a permanent blocking here. What do you think? How's it looking? We're a little bit smaller. I still have Middle Earth back there. Gilded Age Girls painting is still visible. I wanted that. I got all my other work stuff over here. And I have a nice big area. You're not going to believe it. I have an overhead camera now. Exciting times. So I could do readings for you guys if you want. Or I can just go about my business and go get a glass of wine. I already had one. I like to drink wine while I'm moving. Kat, thank you. Yeah. So I'm not one of those people that like I have to have a tarot cloth. I'm not one of them. But I thought, the desk is nice. I'll use the top of the desk. So actually, Kat, Gregopedia was the one who was like coordinating everything. So I was like, I can't get the shot right without the camera sticking in it. And I had the camera and he was like, you just turn the camera around. I was like, really? I don't even know how to do that. I do not have good spatial organization. So I do have my banner on. We want to do like Harry and Meghan. You want to take a look? I have a Harry video coming up this week. So we could do that. I can do a quick reading. Hi, Kel. So whatever you guys want. Tell me what this was not a planned live, but here I am. Oh, Sunny girl. All right, so Sunny, we'll do yours. Look, and I don't have to like play Twister to get to my mouse. My mouse is right here. It's local. So, all right, let's see how eye surgery is going to go for you. How's the view, guys? Can you see everything well? I feel so grown up. So, all right. So what we've got, um, Knight of Wands. Don't be scared about the surgery that's coming up. You know, just get in there, do what you have to do. This is something that's necessary and it is going to make your life better. They may have to take out a little bit more. They may have to do a little bit more, not take out, but they may have to do a little bit more action than they were expecting. So when you come out, they may say, hey, we had to do a little bit extra. May take a little bit longer to heal. That's going to be okay. But I think overall, I think this is going to be a good thing for you. Doctor is very competent. Don't be nervous about it. This tells me that you're nervous. Don't be nervous, okay? Oh, it's so weird. Instead of going like over here, I'm like up here. Here's your card. So exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. But I think that's gonna go okay, Sunny Girl. I think you're gonna be okay. All right. So, Francois. Oh, okay. So, Kat. Let's do this. We'll do Adam Levine. What a dummy. So I did do a little bit on them this past week, but let's see what's going on with them. And to be sure, I didn't move all of my cards back to my desk over here, so I've got a whole bunch of empty space over here. I just have a few decks. So let's see. Adam Levine, you big dummy. You big dummy. Where is he at right now? Letting his guard down. He did this himself. We know that. He was trying to get some trim, Oh, this is so brilliant, guys. Like, you're seeing a whole Celtic cross spread. This is great. Greg, thank you. I got a thumbs up from Greg over there. Oh, he's laying it on thick. Oh, God, Adam Levine. So, all right. So what we have is he's letting his guard down. He knows that he was trying to get some action. It was actions that he did on his own that created this whole situation. He's kind of over arguing about it, which is, I think, an arrogant, obnoxious attitude to have. And he is worried about being thrown out in the cold, but not as much as he was. I think in his opinion, he's kind of worn her down a little bit, and he feels like he's in a much better spot with her. He does not think that it's going to end anytime soon. He thinks that he's averted the cataclysmic end. He's being Mr. Super Sweet Boy, and she's buying it. Bahati is buying it right now. His hope is that they can put this behind them and everybody can be super, super happy. I'm going to tell you, one of the reasons why I changed the blocking was because I wanted to get rid of this bouncy ball chair, because the bouncy ball chair makes a lot of noise. And I did everything but that. So all in all, Adam Levine, I think he's laying it on thick. He's telling her, hey, we can be happy again. We're a family. And I'm missing one of my decks. Everybody sit tight. Sit tight. Oh, man. Sorry, all. I am back because we're doing Lenormand all this week. Lenormand. So let's clean up Adam's mess. Clean that up. Put that on the side. Little selenite. So we'll do a little Lenormand. So, what is Bahati thinking about her wayward husband? I believe she is still pregnant with the third child. I'll walk you guys through Lenormand as we go through this. Cards are always upright. This is kind of neat. All right, so I don't know if they're reading so well, but we have, actually, I'm going to make these guys bigger. Ah, there. Oh my God, this looks so great. I'm so happy. So, and Squiddy's in here. You guys can see Squiddy now. You can see him better. So, what we've got going on is we have the bouquet, clover, moon, cross, anchor. So with Lenormand, we can read these like a sentence, and you'll be hearing me say this on all of my videos this week. So the bouquet is a gift. Clover is lucky. Moon is mystery, but like it's not a spooky mystery like it is on in the tarot deck. It's more of like a ooh, kind of intriguing mystery. It's more like what's behind that closed door. It's a little warmer than the one in the tarot. When I get the moon card in tarot, I'm always like, oh, there's something creepy going on here. And then the cross is a something to bear. It's something to be a burden. And then anchor is solidifying and binding, holding one back. So what we get here, and sometimes we read Lenormand with and because of in between the cards. So let's say gift of luck because of the unknown things, but they are burdens with the anchor. So how I would read this is he is warming her up. She's getting a lot of gifts and she feels very lucky as a result of that. However, there is some unknown, unsettling things. They're unknown. She doesn't know what kind of surprises are behind the closed doors. And the burden is that she is anchored to him. She is locked into him. So I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer so I can see my comments up here. Oh boy, Celtic rune, you asked me. You can see the camera is a bit high. Okay, I can lower that a little bit. So that's what we got on that. So we'll do more Lenormand during the week. So let's see. Let me go up. This is just for fun. Let's take a look at Harry and Meghan. So I have a Harry video coming up for you guys this week, but let's do a little Lenormand on their situation. Let's take a look. So, and I'm all sweaty and I've got my fan. So I got people jumping in and out. People are like, what's a blocking video? I literally was just going to jump on, take a look at it live, and then jump off. But, you know, why not? We'll stay on. We'll have some fun. It's Sunday night. I'm making burgers today. What are you guys making? So let's see. Harry and Meghan. Lenormand. Harry and Meghan. Let's take a look at how Meghan is feeling. Let's see how she's feeling. So that's a bit odd. So we get for Meghan, how Meghan is feeling. And I don't know if this is all like ego-based stuff, but we are getting the sun, which is all good things. This is really, you know, good stuff. Clover, good stuff, feeling lucky, gifts to be had for the woman that will solidify her position. So the anchor really is this consecrating of the image of this person. Let's do a little bit more. We'll do a little bit more. And let me just throw them all over the place. Sloppy shuffle. It's not just for tarot. Celt, I think you're right. I think this camera is a little bit high. Here, I can go in here. Readjust. Oh, we might have to have Gregopedia mess with that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm qualified. Not qualified. No, you don't have to do it, Greg. It's okay.
Well, you're doing it, and it's a union job. And you're
He said it's a union job. Tarot readers don't have a union.
Lower?
Yeah, can we come down a little bit? Kel, help us out. Tell us when it looks good. If everything goes sliding, go bananas. I think that's good. I think that's good.
Yeah.
It's like I'm on a ship.
Get some. I gotta tighten this up over here.
So, oh, do you need a? There's an Allen wrench right there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right size.
Oh, so here we'll just go this way for now. I love you. You're fantastic. As I'm breaking the camera. So, so super fun. So let's see what else we get on her. What is her next thing she's gonna do? The child is a burden and painful. This is the whip is a very interesting card. Crossroads, Foxy. So the child is in some cases an actual child. In other cases, it is innocence and being naive. The cross is the thing to bear. So the children are a cross to bear. That punishment will come. This is pretty heavy, and the crossroads where the foxy is. So the fox is a crafty woman who is clever outwardly. The snake, and I say this in one of my other videos, is what's that?
Need a bar of light.
Okay, we got to lose the light for a second.
You lose all the light.
No, I just said we're losing a light. If you guys had any idea, Gregopedia is so hardworking. He's such a good guy. So, so it looks like we're going to hear some stuff that she's concocting some stories about the kids. That's going to be neat. So, how is she going to feel about the Valentine Lowe book? What is she going to do in response to the Valentine Lowe book, which is coming out in days? Like, it's just not that far away. Valentine Lowe book. She has mysterious things up her sleeve.
How's that?
I think that's perfect. Everybody, what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Ooh, there we go. We'll just move the lighting a little bit. Oh, a little bit. There we go. Thank you, Greg. Gregopedia.
I think I was doing it right.
Oh, he's totally doing plumber's crack right now, just so you guys know, because it was a union job. Thank you. The union loves you. So, in response to the Valentine Lowe book, this is her plan. She's got things up her sleeve, and she's going to pull in the community for some altruism. Now, the coffin card is a hard stop. That is an end. So she is going to put an end to any fond feelings and any friendships, I believe, with the royal family, because the dog is our loyal friend card. So that is kind of neat. So I'm wondering, it'll either be the royal family or it'll be, oh, what is his name? What is this with the face? The guy with the face. You like that, Greg? The guy with the face. The guy with the face. What's his face?
Everybody
Not everybody. Not everybody has a face. Not in that Stephen King book I'm reading right now. Those of you that are fans of Stephen King, get Fairy Tale. Holy crow, it's really good. You'll understand what I mean. The guy without the face. So, so let's see what Harry's response to the Valentine Lowe book will be. Let's see what his response will be. Oof. Now, I got to pull out a book for a second, guys, because I think I read the lilies wrong. I think 9 is the bouquet. This deck's a little different from the one that I actually learned on, so I apologize. This is the bouquet. This is gift. Okay. Sorry, y'all. So that other reading that I did, those were lilies, and those were suggestive. Could be sexual, could be a gift, mysterious doings. So his response to the Valentine Lowe book is that it's more erosion to their storyline. So the mice in Lenormand, the mice erode the foundations of the house. They nibble, they create disease from within, but it's small disease within. It's not, it's not blowing up the building with dynamite. It's, creating a slow leak under the house that the foundation erodes. So this is more erosion of the foundation. This is really, in his mind, I think it's going to be the beginning of the end. And he's going to look to the future. We have stars here. Stars are hoping for the future. And when we get to the bear is the most powerful people. And you'll see my reading. I think it was on Wednesday. I do my Harry reading. You'll see that it's set up. Oh my God, I fought a bear. Our dog Raven thinks that she fought a bear. She did not fight a bear. She didn't. She also thinks she went to Mexico. She did not. So the bear is a powerful force not behind the scenes, but a powerful force, success, a bigwig bear market. Think about it that way. So the bear he's going to look to the future with the bear for a gift. And we got a son, we got success here.
Bear markets are bad.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, bear market's bad. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is why I don't invest. So there's our son. So in Lenormand, so don't worry about the bear market. The bear is a powerful entity.
You're in a bear market.
You're going to be in a bear market in a minute. I love when Gregopedia is here for readings. So that's, if anyone wants to do investments for me, that'd be great, because apparently I suck at it. So this looks like he is, trying to go north a little bit. So let's see what happens. What?
Like a bear?
Like a polar bear. Yes, Greg. So let me see. Cameras move down. What of the Attorney General of New York going after 45? So let's switch it up. We're going to switch it back to tarot deck. In fact, let me get this one out. The nice thing is that I can actually see Gregopedia now. He's not like to my left and behind. He's right there. Can stare at his gloriousness all day long. So let's get a bead on the Attorney General of New York. Pursuit of 45. Attorney General of New York. This is the business with the square footage, right? Right, Cal? So it looks like he really believes in what he's doing. We're going to start there. So he absolutely believes that 45 did the wrong thing in terms of if this is the real estate. Bless you, darling. If this is the real estate deals, he definitely believes that 45 didn't do the right thing, that he was shady, that he, cooked the books, or, I don't know what you call it. So essentially, if this is the thing about the lying on the square footage to get the loans, like, he really does think that he did something shady. So his judgment is already, he's already convinced that this is, a punishable offense, let's put it that way. And he is biding his time. He's working very, very slowly to go through this process, but he wants a fast case. So he wants a quick conviction. He wants to put all of his evidence in place and then have like almost an unrefutable conviction. There is a lot of emotion over this on his part, and he is working with the team, but he is heading up that team. He is really taking the helm. This is almost like his swan song, his career swan song. He wants this to be what his biography is about. He feels he has all of the evidence. He thinks that the other people are seeing him as a little bit wacky. And he really does hope that when the testimonies come out that 45 acts up and acts amok and is very dramatic about it. He's really hoping that that's going to be one of the arrows in his quiver. Ultimately, he wants to really slam the door on this. Now, is he working for a greater entity? Let's take a look at that. Is he doing this because he's working for a greater entity? No, I think he's really doing this on his own. I think he's, this is something. Is he fame hungry? Throw one down. I don't know if he's fame hungry or if he just wants to be seen as the guy who did the right thing. The guy who saved the world, like David Bowie, the man who fell to earth. Isn't that David Bowie? The man who sold the world, not the man who saved the world. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do more readings on that, because that guy, like, his motivations feel weird. Yeah, his motivation feels weird. So cat tube, when there's a 10 others he's not discussing. You know what? That's the Adam Levine thing. I absolutely think there's 10 others that he's not discussing. So scroll through. Oh, cat. We all had one of those unfaithful idiots. Moon is secrets. Yes, Kelp. Moon is secrets. Kat, you go back and forth with Harry. You know what? I go back and forth with Harry too. And so one of the things that I'm trying to be really generous with him. And I'm thinking, like, when you're in hot water for a long time, your skin's going to turn red and you're going to eventually, acclimate to it. And you're going to be like, oh, the hot water's not that hot. And I think he's kind of in that situation. Oh, Sunny girl, fried rice and egg rolls. It's my kind of night. Hi, Dip. Serendipity says hi to you too. Everyone's saying thanks, Greg.
I do not do what I do for the thank you or the accolades. I do what I do because I must.
Gregopedia said he doesn't do what he does for the accolades. He does it because he must. Hi, Marisol. Oh, okay. Row of cards needs to be level with the crystal ball. Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to get more professional, guys. I'm doing thumbnails now. Oh, everybody says it looks good. Thanks, Greg. Oh, Scabies. Yes, that's his name. Omar Scabies. Omar? What's his name? Omid. Omid.
Oh, or can we say the name? Or?
I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Let's take a look at that, Sunny Girl. Is she going to come out and say that there's something wrong? Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. Looks like everyone that's not a good idea. That I think she knows that that won't be a good idea. Even if it is true, because this is a disappointment card here, even if it is true, um, you know, at this point, the judgment is so severe and so swift, and she doesn't know what to do. Like it's really terrible. Like even the things that are true, she doesn't want to tell. Um, because, but then again, watch my video. Watch Harry's video on Wednesday, because I did the reading from his perspective, trying to obtain goals that he wants. So yeah, so I don't think she'll do that. I don't think she's going to. I had predicted she was going to wheel out the kids at that Well Child Awards, and I think that whole plan, went to pot because of for obvious reasons. Yeah, I think she may keep him hidden. So let me see. Thank you very much, Kat. That's going to be my marker now. I have to start up here with I have salt lamp. I got this little guy. So let's see if it's William who has taken the leash off all of these books that all of a sudden we're getting. Like, I don't know if you noticed, we're like all getting this like flurry of information. Is it William who took the leash off everybody? Let's see. Oh boy. Oh my. I sound like Mr. Hanky. Howdy ho. So it looks like William has kind of freed up some communications here. It looks like he said, yeah, the gloves are off. So that 9 of Wands in reverse is an interesting card, because the 9 of Wands, when it's upright, for me, it is resting after the battle, guarding what you've won, taking care of your spoils of war, keeping them behind the line, and licking your wounds and taking care of yourself. So when it's in reverse, that can be a freeing up of information, a letting down of your guard, and a marching forward, getting back into the fray, sometimes backing off into peace and serenity in other cases. When this is layered with, and I just saw this really cool transparent deck, I think I might get it. Depends on how it would read on this, but if the cards are actually transparent, you layer them together, it looks really cool. So it's an older deck, but I think I'm gonna get it. So the 5 of Swords is our battle card. We're battling in that. We're battling with information, because their swords are information and communication, those sorts of things. So we are battling for communication. So now this is freeing up. 5s, we've got more than one person in place. In the past, we have the Ace of Wands here, which the Ace of Wands is not having any control. It's in reverse. And now we're in a position where we're saying, okay, let's go. And we're going to tip the scales. The Seven of Wands is about balance, keeping things equal, equilibrium, equity. But when we get this in reverse, this is like, hey, let's tip the scales. Let's start to, move things into our favor. Underneath, the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this says we're going to take it down. We're gonna get rid of the absence of, that doesn't make sense. This is an absence of power. We're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to celebrate. We're going to bring the noise, if you will. Right here, separation. He is mad. He does not care. He is not looking back. He's not going into the rearview mirror. He's perfectly happy moving forward. How others are seeing him is that he is establishing new foundations for the royal family. This is all for the good of, well, what movie was that? It's all for the good of the school. Was it, no, it was all for the good of the school. Was it the radio one that Christian Slater and Samantha Mathis were in? I think it was. I can't remember. It was such a good movie. She was topless in that. She was very cute. So, so this is all for the good of the family. The hopes is that they're going to preserve the legacy of the family, also the money of the family. They're going to keep things sound. And the information that's going to be coming out. So I always read, this is our immediate future, and this is our long-standing future. We are going to see a lot of information coming at a steady clip that's going to unseat the balance of information that we have. Oh my God, Trevor Cole, what are you doing up? Aren't you tired? You were at a wedding this weekend. You should be tired, dude. So that's what we've got there. So I think we are going to see a lot of information coming out. I do think that William is responsible for letting the leash off, taking the muzzle off that dog, and getting the information out there. So now I on Wednesday, you're going to see, I saw that there is an interesting and a very unexpected person that Harry could or needs to reach out to regain his place. There's one linchpin person that he has to reach out to. I'm not going to bring it up today because I want you guys to watch it on Wednesday. But let's take a look. I think Meghan's party is over. I just think it's over. Let's take a look at the marriage, because I did not do that in my reading. I'm going to switch up my deck. I'm going to bring over this one. We're going to use this one. I only have a few decks nearby. So this one, actually, I got this special for all you all. It's a great big giant rider weight, and I was hoping that we would be able to read really well on the camera. So let's see how Harry and Meghan's marriage is going. Some readers are saying it's getting really strong. Some readers are saying it's, for all intents and purposes, over. But let's see what it's looking like in the wake of the funeral and the denial of a private meeting. What's that? The wake of the funeral? But I'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see how the marriage is going after the funeral, after Charles denied the private meeting. We look at that private meeting too. I haven't done any readings on that. So you guys just shout out in the comments what you want me to do. Whoa, there's your sloppy shuffle, ladies and gentlemen. Now I got slippery cards, slippery desk. All right, we split them 3 times. We always split them 3 times. So this is state of the marriage. Knight of Swords. All right, so Knight of Swords, what this is going to tell us is that there's a lot of fighting going on. A lot of language. We have 3 of Wands crossing them. So when we have that center part, we have are the foundations. There's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of discussion, talking about the future. What is our next step? Where are we going? Underneath them, they are not in concert on where the next step's going. This is Two of Wands in reverse. So that tells us that they both have different plans. The fractures are there. The wounds are oof. Ace of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands when we're upright usually means there's a little action going on, like they're still getting along, things are still happening, there's still romantic nights. When it's in reverse, not so much. They're not getting along so well. Above, oh, where are my readers at, everybody? We got the 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups upright is a happy family. You can see I'm loving this blocking. It's so wild. I'm like sticking my hand out. You guys are seeing my shamrock. This is great. So the 10 of Cups upright is everybody's going to bed happy. When we're in reverse, not looking so good. People are not having fun in that household. We're going to go just a little wiggle to the left. And then we got King of Wands. Look at who's taking their power back. That looks like Harry is about to put his foot down. Now, Trevor, I know you're not his biggest fan, but I think he might be able to come back. Watch my video on Wednesday. So underneath, this is what he's thinking about. Or actually what they're both thinking about. I'm reading as a unit. Justice. When we get the Justice card in questions about marriage, that's either getting married or getting divorced or mediating. I think it's interesting that he did say that he wanted to bring a mediator in to talk with Charles and Camilla and William. Just having that language at his disposal, I think says that, mediation may or may not be something that's happening. How others are seeing him. I think we all agree, he is not a master of his craft. He is not able to do what he needs to do to get on in the world, to transition from being a prince who is charming and adorable and having a great time and, getting buck naked in Las Vegas. We all loved that, Harry. I think we all did, the uniform with the thing on the shoulder. I'm not going to say because it's Yom Kippur. Or no, it's Rosh Hashanah today. It's Rosh Hashanah. So, we didn't like that one, but we did like the guy who was playing naked billiards. It was, kind of cute. More soldier, not enough prince. So he said that, not me. So hopes and fears for him. He's really hoping that the family is going to be generous. They're both hoping that the world is going to be more generous with them, and with their marriage. At the end of it all, it looks like we've got success. We've got our 6 of Wands here. This is successful guy. This is somebody coming home from battle. This is, you have won the battle, maybe not the war, but you've won the battle. It's a 6. It's mid-range. So that we've got a successful here in our immediate success, taking his power back. And then here we've got ultimate success, moving out. So just the fact that we've got these two gentlemen here and he's coming through very clearly as the King of Wands. I think he's moving on. I don't know. I wouldn't bet my hat on it, because when you're in relationships with narcissists like this, things are changing. There's never really a moment, watch your HG tutor, and he'll tell you, there are phases of that devaluation where you're devalued one day and then you're kind of brought back into the mix, and kind of, they cuddle you back in and they say all the right things, and then they just, stab you again. I think he is in a difficult position right now. So that's where we are with that. So let's see. Oh, you guys are peaches with the likes and subscribes. Thank you so much. Celtic Rune and Serendipity, you guys are great. So he will need to be deprogrammed. He is a loose cannon. So let's take a look at that real quick. Like, I'm not I'm not a therapist or anything like that, but what is the mental state right now? Like, is he too far gone? Is he a bridge too far? He's oof, yeesh. Oof. Okay, so yeah. So all right, and serendipity, I'll give you a little hint. So it looks like he's in bad shape. So, you know, I think the trauma that he's experiencing has to do with a lot of different things in his life. I think um, there were a lot of situations that they said, you know what, we'll just manage this for right now. We'll just put a band-aid on it. And it's like he's got 45 different band-aids on him. So he really is incredibly impulsive. And I think that he has been his entire life. I think that's part of his nature. The moodiness is a result of the impulsiveness um, not being curtailed and not being managed correctly. Instead of it was managed out in the public, not in the private, in their, you know, in the closed rooms. It was not managed. They did not hold him back. So I think we could hear stories about him being mean to staff. I know we heard the tricycle story where he ran into the guy with his tricycle when he was little and he wasn't reprimanded for it. The ego is tremendous. So now we have impulsiveness, no brakes on the tricycle, and we also have this ego, but at the same time he is positively exhausted. So taking care of himself has been really, really exhausting. And not only that, he has been dragging her along too. Now, I know that sounds funny to some of us that have been following the story for so long, but she walked into the situation saying, I'm going to take charge. We're going to work as a team to become power players in California and America and Hollywood. And we're going to be stars on the world stage because you're this and I'm this. And she, you know, something called quandamas, they just say in Italian, it's quandamas, which is like you're exaggerating everything that you have. You're overselling your abilities. You know, somebody says, oh, you know, you look great, you lost 10 pounds, like you look fabulous. No, I lost 20 pounds and I, you know, worked so hard to do that. Like, it's just not telling the truth. It's always doing a little bit more. You know, oh, I heard you got a raise, that's great. Yes, I doubled my salary. You know, like, it's that kind of stuff. Really obnoxious. So I think when they were, what'd you say?
One louder.
It's one louder, says Gregopedia. Gregopedia says one louder. Gregopedia has to deal with my dramatic ass all the time. So when I'm busy, I'm not just busy, I'm so freaking busy. I got a million things to do. I'm trying to put 5 pounds in it.
Literally have a million things to do.
I literally have a million things to do. And I'm trying to put 50 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. I say that all the time. So I think, you know, what he was sold was a really crappy bill of sale. Am I saying that right? He was sold this idea that he was hitching his cart with an equal power broker, and I think she really expected to you know, I would want to be walking around a tiara and a ball gown all day if I could. Greg, wouldn't I would walk around a tiara and a ball gown all day long if I could. I've done it for my birthday. Had a tiara for my 50th. I had a tiara. So, you know, I think he is exhausted because he really wasn't very adept at taking care of anything. I don't even know if he had a pet. Did he have a dog? I think he had a dog. But I'm sure other people were taking care of it. Like I'm sure he never like poop or scooped in his whole life. But so
You had a late parrot.
he had a late parrot. Polly! Polly! It's with the choir invisible. So so I think, you know, the changes that he is about to make, he's going to execute them because he's just tired. And I think he'll be relieved. I think he will see the error of his ways and he will snip, snip, not himself, not snip, snip, that kind of snip, snip, but snip, snip. I think he will. I think he's going to be the one to call this. So, all right. So let's. I know you guys love it when I do what ifs. Let's do what if reading. What if they do split up? What if they do split up? Oh, Marisol off his meds. So you know what? I actually have an opinion about that because I have the benefit of having lived in California. And I lived there for a number of years, and there's something in the air there, man. You know, I think the excitement for him, partially the excitement of going to California, is because they have a very loose opinion of certain ingestibles. Let's put it that way. It's very loose, and you know, when I lived there, I was very loose with the ingestibles myself. This is a great place. I sniffed really loud. I didn't mean that one, but yeah, I don't know if he's a sniffer. I really think he is just Stony Joe. I just think he's a Stony Joe, you know, which is very easy to do when you're out in California. I mean, it wasn't even legal when I was out there. It was very easy to do. So I think that, you know, he's got substitutions going on, so to speak, that, you know, or additions that maybe are not conducive to prescribed items. Let's just put it that way. So California, yeah, gummy store on every corner. Exactly. It's like that here in New Jersey now too. So all right. So let's do what if. What if they do split up? How are things going to look for Megan if they split up? Let's see. How are they going to look? I guarantee you, what's his name? Pierce sends her a gift basket. Oh, okay. So I had predicted a long time ago that the family was going to bankrupt him so that when he did pull the trigger and get divorced, that he didn't have anything. And looky at what I've got. I've got my 8 of Cups here, leaving a situation, exiting, and then I'm all alone and I'm so lonely and heartbroken. So if you guys are readers, sound off in the comments what you're seeing here. So leaving all by herself, lonely. And then we have bankrupt. Knight of Pentacles here. We've got somebody who's bankrupt, and then she's off in the distance. So I think that they are now. The 9 of Pentacles is a security card that is kind of put up and shut up. So I'm wondering if that NDA that she never had to sign may come out, and they say, "Here's a little of this. We'll give you some you know, poundage with Queen Elizabeth still on it. And you just sign this, which has, you know, the mark of King Charles III, and then you just kind of go off in your merry way and don't say another word. Just kind of forget that you ever had this situation." So I think that's what we're seeing for her. So what do we see? What if Harry does pull the plug and they split up? Ooh, what was that? Oh, the Thomas More treatment. Yeah, all my viewers know about that. My profound moment where I stood on the spot where Henry VIII condemned Sir Thomas More to death. So I touch psychic ability. So when I stood on that spot, what is it, psychometry? How come I can't remember anything tonight? What's wrong with me?
Deja vu and amnesia at the same time.
I'm having deja vu and amnesia at the same time. I don't know what's going on. It's been a short weekend for me. You know what it was? On Friday night, I had to volunteer for my son's band. So I was moving like props and heavy equipment on and off the football field, and it was really windy. And then yesterday, I don't even know what I did yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Oh, yesterday was Old Bridge Day. So, I just gave up our location. Whoops. So
Woodbridge Day, Day, Empire Day.
Oh my God. Don't worry, they can't find the Bat Cave. They can't find the Bat Cave.
Don't tell me we have a Bat Cave. I don't have a Bat Cave.
We're in Gotham. Just don't worry.
Oh, yeah, just tell her now. Gotham.
So, I can't remember. So anyway, I stood on Wayne Manor. I stood on the spot where Henry VIII condemned Sir Thomas More to death, and it was a really profound moment. I actually was like kind of thrown back to the actual moment. It was pretty cool. But it really did make me feel very small in the scope of things. So, all right, here we go. So what if they do get divorced? What is going to happen to Harry here? So he's going to go through a bad patch. So we got the devil card here, and he is definitely going to go through a bad patch. But he will start to deal with himself, and he will take care of himself personally. This is a repair session. So serendipity, when you said the deprogramming, I think we've got it right here. I think they're gonna, do an assessment and see how bad he's doing, and then they're gonna come in and they're gonna say, okay, we'll do some repair work. So, and none of this like, touch work. I think they're actually gonna get in there and just make like a full scale, approach to what's going on and really kind of fix the whole process. He will be broke, but he will be saved. So, and the burdens will be gone. Like they're going to have to give him like a good 6-8 months without her before like he starts to feel that relief. So, I think that is what's going to happen. So, let's see what will happen to his and William's relationship if he gets divorced. So what if Harry gets divorced? What will happen with his relationship with his brother? And can I just say how positively lovely Catherine, the Princess of Wales, was at the funeral. She was stunningly beautiful, like outrageously gorgeous. Just want to say that. I think I've said it before, but I'm saying it again. She wears a veil like no other. Better than Karen Allen and Scrooge. Yes, absolutely better than Karen Allen. We got a long road to go with these boys. There's a lot of stuff to unpack. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth. This is alarming. So remember that tarot reads the energy of right now, this very minute. Okay. So even though we're doing like a what if reading, there could be a butterfly effect. There could be some course correction, if you will. This is really negatively fighting, calling out each other on their bullshit. Well, you said this was a big fat lie, and you said this, and this was a big fat lie. Both of them I think Harry more so than the Prince of Wales will be. I think Harry is going to be very distraught because he really is. He's like Tom Hanks in that movie with the guy who got stuck in the airport. He really is like a man without country. I don't think he's going to feel very comfortable knowing that the sovereign and the heir both are disgusted with him, going back to England and living at their favor. So I don't know how that's like. What's he going to do? Go get a flat in Surrey? Like, that's not going to happen. That's crazy. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth, but I think ultimately at this point, the relationship is not really salvageable. So what about his relationship with his father? Is that salvageable? Oh, and I'm getting like this whole thing of like, he's my responsibility. Faja. Don't even say it. No! So the scene in Austin Powers where Goldfinger is eating his skin, I like can't even. And so invariably, Greg and Angus will bring it up while like I'm eating like something like chips. And it's not okay. It's not okay. It's a punishable offense. So his relationship with his father is still going to be very inequitable. And I think Harry more so is seeing this as inequitable and unfair. It's unfair. So I watched one of Taz's videos today, and she was saying, it's not fair. Like, that's how Harry's reacting. Like, I think that's really a reaction that he would have. It's not fair. Like, William gets everything. Well, William's the heir. Like, there's nothing we could do. I think Charles is kind of out of options for how to manage him, but he will give it one last go and try to welcome him back in to the family and into a greater public exposure. But I think it's not going to go very well. I don't think so. That's another one. Let's look at that. Let's see what the public will think if he leaves Meghan. Let's see. What will the public think if he leaves Meghan? So, okay. Well, at least he's trying. But we're not going to go easy on him. And he's going to really have to try and win us over. And he's going to have to really abandon the whole persona and jive that he was talking for the last few years. Only then, if he empties that cup, that he can make a comeback. So I think the British people and you know the people can I think they're you know, favorable to the royal family, as long as you're not a complete knob. And I think Harry has been a complete knob. But I think that they will try to like him again if he says all the right things, but it's really dependent on whether he says all the right things. So and I just saw Francois said, how about Harry and Catherine? Let's take a look. How's their relationship going to go? Oh, she's a peach. Oh, she is a peach. So she's going to try and prop him up and say, look, you know, it's not your fault. You were a victim of circumstance of another individual. It's not your fault. Let's try and work together. I will help you. I will help you through the breakup. So we have King of Pentacles. She's going to try and prop him up. The Empress card, she's going to try and mother him. She's going to try and do everything she can to heal him psychically as well. Not that she's a psychic, just that she's going to, she's really going to extend herself to him if he does leave. And she's not going to be mean about it. She's not going to be like, yeah, that bitch. She's actually going to be really sweet about it. And she's going to try and really extend herself to him as a mother and a sister, and sister parentheses in-law. She will do her best to make it a good and happy home, but it doesn't look like it'll be that successful. He's got a lot of healing that he's got to do before that happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this impromptu live was super fun. I'm going to go make some cheeseburgers, some super American cheeseburgers. I think I saw somebody, was it Serendipity? Are you prepping for a hurricane? Is there a hurricane headed toward you?
There's a lot of hurricanes going on. Where's she at?
I don't know. But oh, she said yes. Oh, well, batten down the hatches, honey. Oh, she's in Florida. Oh, you're in Florida. I forgot you're down there. Yeah, batten down the hatches. I saw it. I think there's two headed toward you. I think we've got like back to backs. Sit tight. We'll be keeping an eye out. I'll be saying a prayer for you. So just buckle up. All right, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed the new blocking. You can't see my other desk, and you can't see like wires hanging and like all kinds of crazy stuff. So, and you can actually see me a little bit closer. So I'm not like all the way like back here, like, ah. So I'm going to go have a glass of wine, and I'm going to call it a night. And I will see you guys in the chats, hopefully this week. And Wednesday night, I'm going to have another live. I think I set it up for 5:30 my time. So hopefully I see you all there. So have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. See y'all soon.